Hey everyone, floor is
How was the
open.
victory, man?
It's great. We enjoyed it. On to Temple, pretty much.
Was there an emphasis on physicality for your defense in the week leading up to that game?
I will say so. Yeah, Mission's a great football team. Real rich history in the program. Teams built on physicality and stuff like that. So all week has been talk about just making sure the trenches, you bring that. So
How much is this week just focused on carrying that momentum, playing, with a little bit of success around here, and carrying it into this week?
um, I feel like man the process has been the same. We really haven't changed nothing up. Come in every day, focus on the opponent. Sunday we watch film. Monday focused on Temple, corrections, any mistakes that we might have made, things like that. And so we've been following the same process we've been having since the spring. So I feel like that's what contributed to our success.
So, like here through the first 2 games for you, just personally, you put in so much work during the off season. We heard about it. We've talked to you about it, but kind of seeing that come together on the field.
It's a blessing, I give God all the credit. Coach Bates, he's a good coach too as well. He guided me through everything, keeping me level-headed. I've been taking every week as it comes, every day as it comes. Not looking forward to anything but the next 10 minutes that's ahead of me. Been trying to stay where my feet are. That's my biggest thing. And so, you know, after the game, playing, it was fun going through it. I was locked in on the game plan. I studied extra hard like I normally do. Come in and watch extra film. Taking extra notes, things like that. The stuff I've been doing to create those habits that lead to the game day success.
How noticeable was it just for you guys from the defensive line? It seemed like every guy that was on the field, he had a moment on Saturday night.
Um, Man, our guys, they're wonderful players. I feel like we got a team that's very special. Our front seven, even the DBs, man. I feel like we really is a good team, a good cohesive unit. And man, we just play to the ability of ourselves. No one's bigger than the next man. It's a game of 11 out there, and so we all play together and we all elevate each other's play. And I feel like that's really what helped us out there Saturday.
One of those players that obviously helped out was Owen. Just talk about the journey he's made and to see that big smile, just why he's
Yeah.
smiling, and just talk about him as a player and just walking on and making this type of impact.
Yeah, man, Owen's a workaholic. Like when you talk about a guy who's a walk-on and the success he had leading up to Saturday, man, it's evident in the everyday process he has. You know, Owen was someone who held me accountable during the summer workouts when we were running, making bets like not like actual bets, but like hey, I got you this one, I got this one, things like that. And so I remember, I think it was the day I was sick. It was like the last day. I'm throwing up while we running. He was like, man, don't touch your hips. It's 25 on the line. I said, all right, I got you. Just like things like that, just pushing each other and making sure we stay together. He's a real leader, man. For someone who like my freshman year, I didn't even know he was a walk-on. Like that man is like truly outspoken and he's humble about himself, but confident at the same level, at the same time. And he's come a long way. I heard the stories about how he used to mess up as a freshman throughout the walkthroughs and stuff like that. And then I'll see him today, even at practice. The level of energy he plays with and the elevation he brings around to the whole defense is wonderful, man.
Does
You
that
play
get
like
you
a
guys into lacrosse?
lacrosse player?
Honestly, I don't know what a lacrosse player would play like, but man, to see what he did, I think I should have played lacrosse.
You guys, obviously, 6-7 last year. It was a rough year, but to go through what you all went through last year, you had that game obviously on Saturday night. And you say you're moving on, but did you get a sense of validation, like you guys have kind of arrived on the national stage?
Um, I feel like I can't really speak on that, man. Like, it's hard to say like something like that because we're only 2-0. I really, like I said, I've been not looking forward too far into the future. I feel like I've been doing that a lot last year. I feel like it would be insane to keep doing that same thing and expecting a different result. For me, I've been really just focused on the next opponent, the next practice even. Like, we just finished practice, to go watch film and get back to bed. But like things like that, I feel like it's really hard to, but I got to give credit where credit's due. Of course, the O-line, they played good. Everyone played good. We're balling right now. And but like I said, Temple's his next opponent, and we'll go from there.
David, I know Jaden had a freshman All-America season last year, but just these first couple of weeks, how have you seen him improve from where he picked up last year?
For Jaden, man, I want to say it's like the way he is a leader to everyone around him. You know, I feel like last year because he was a freshman, he wasn't vocal enough, but now you're starting to see that vocal leadership come out of him, and he's holding guys accountable and pushing them to be better. And you know, Jaden's always a guy that you could look to and you know get teach from, you know, watch and learn from him. So seeing him be able to lead on the field and off the field, or even you know just be a leader, you know, vocally and visually, and seeing that and that improvement in his game and the way he is a person is something that's monumental to him.
Just in terms of his game, though, like what stood out to you through these first couple weeks?
I want to say his power, man. You could see a lot more knockback in his game. Like his hands are violent, real heavy. You can see the push he's creating up the middle and things like that have been like noticeable at practice. So yeah, it starts at practice and he's been carrying it out to game day.
What have you seen from Temple on film?
Temple is a real physical team, man. Their double teams are true. You know, they're not in a hurry to climb to the next level. They're trying to move you off the ball. And so for us, it's just, you know, playing lower, playing physical, playing faster, you know, things like that. Making sure we get our hands in the right places. And then, you know, that team, I feel like they've had a lot of success. You know, they have a new coaching staff this year. But the success they have in this year, I think they have like around like almost 100 points so far. And, you know, like I said, it's going to be a good game in Philly. I'm looking forward to it.
You looking forward to just getting out on the road, playing in an NFL stadium, that kind of thing this weekend?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, the Eagles is a good team. I think we're playing in their stadium, so
Yeah.
It's something that, you know, is another surreal feeling. But yeah, I'm ready for it, man. Road Dogs, first game away. It's a lot to prove.